September 26, 1991. Biospheric leap. 8 individuals sealed themselves inside Biosphere 2 in Arizona, embarking on a 2-year closed ecological experiment. The facility spanned 3.14 acres and housed multiple biomes, including rainforest, savanna, desert, wetlands, and a marine section. The human occupants, later dubbed biospherians, would attempt to produce all their food, recycle air and water, and maintain the ecosystem's balance without external inputs. This event marks a bold effort in earth sciences and human ecology, bridging experimental ecology, human life support systems, and public engagement in environmental science. From the outset, Biosphere 2 served as the largest materially closed ecological system ever constructed. Its designers intended to probe whether humans could live self-sufficiently within an engineered biosphere and to advance understanding of biogeochemical cycles in miniature ecosystems. The experiment aimed to test how carbon, water, oxygen, and nutrients would cycle in an artificial but tightly bounded environment. The facility was conceived as a model for future long-duration space habitats or refuges should Earth's biosphere degrade. In practice, the experiment revealed both the promise and fragility of managed ecosystems. The first mission, from 1991 to 1993, exposed unanticipated challenges in maintaining system stability. Oxygen concentrations declined steadily. After 16 months, the level had fallen from 20.9% to about 14.5%. To avert perilous hypoxia for the crew, the project management team injected supplemental oxygen. Crop yields fell short at times, triggering hunger and dietary stress among participants. Some animals and plants died, testing the viability of the species packing strategy, whereby more species were included than strictly necessary to buffer against loss. Biomes required intervention. Excessive growth of morning glory vines had to be curtailed, and emergent insect populations, ants, cockroaches, were controlled by hand. The enclosed marine system saw challenges of pH, algal growth, and nutrient balancing. The crew also had to manage fluctuations of carbon dioxide, sometimes deploying scrubbers or managing biomass stocks to regulate carbon flux. In sum, the experiment underscored the sensitivity of closed systems to small imbalances and the difficulty of perfectly predicting interacting ecological feedbacks. Human health and physiology during the experiment also generated important findings. Over their mission, crew members lost an average of 16% of their pre-entry body mass before somewhat stabilizing. Laboratory measurements indicated improvements in blood pressure, cholesterol, and immune markers under the restricted, nutrient-dense diet. Metabolic efficiency appeared to increase as participants adapted to lower caloric intake. Psychologically, the group encountered interpersonal stressors. Around mid-mission, internal factions emerged over priorities between scientific inquiry and mission management. Nevertheless, psychological evaluation did not detect clinical depression. Crew performance remained adequate despite social tensions. The experiment thus offered real-world data on human well-being under prolonged isolation in closed environments. Beyond the on-site challenges, Biosphere 2 rapidly became a focal point of media attention, scientific controversy, and popular discourse about ecology and environmental futures. Critics questioned the transparency of interventions, such as unannounced oxygen injections or external inputs. Some scientists viewed the project as a publicity stunt lacking rigorous controls. Yet supporters stressed that unexpected outcomes were part of the scientific value. The real world is messy, and learning from failure is instructive. The public spectacle of the biospherians sealed behind glass sparked broad interest in ecology, sustainability, and the limits of engineered environments. Over time, Biosphere 2's legacy matured. Its early data contributed to modeling of carbon cycling, ecosystem dynamics, and ecological engineering. The project helped inform subsequent closed system designs, life support research, and analog habitat experiments. After its handover to university governance and reconfiguration to a flow-through mode, the facility shifted to studies of climate change, hydrological cycling, and biogeochemistry. Today, Biosphere 2 stands both as a cautionary tale and a landmark in experimentation. The 1991 sealing of 8 humans into a self-contained ecosystem remains a striking historical inflection. It embodied human ambition to understand, mimic, and perhaps someday replicate Earth's biosphere in artificial form. In doing so, it exposed the challenges in balancing life, technology, and ecology under tight constraints. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.